Hi there. There's an organic gardening class coming up. I haven't taught this in a long time. I love this class. This is so real. It is so, I, I can't even begin to say how important it is to understand what has happened to our food. So organic gardening is a 3-day class, starts on Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon. It covers a lot. Okay, so we start with the soul of the garden. That's your soil. What do you need to know about soil? Soil structure, living soil, dead soil, et cetera, et cetera. How to create good soil, how to repair soil that died. We cover tools, all sorts of tools, whether you have access to tractors or you don't have anything bigger than a spoon. You will learn how to handle tools and what you really need. You won't waste a lot of money on stuff you don't need. Then we cover materials. What sorts of materials do you need for a healthy garden? Compost. What kinds of amendments? Garden stakes, markers, in this row or in this bed is this vegetable. Lots of people don't know how to recognize what's coming up anymore. So if they don't have a marker saying what it is, they're in the dark. They planted it, but somehow they didn't save the seed packet, or they didn't make a design for their garden, or so you need some markers. And then frost cloth, just in case. Frost cloth is not just for frost. So those are your materials. And then there are seeds. What kind of seeds? What do you need to know about handling seeds? All kinds of seeds, bulbs, roots, etc., etc. We cover beds and techniques. Okay, raised beds, square foot, lasagna beds, hugelkultur. I can't even say it. Biodynamics, fences, trimming. So because some plants just go crazy. Okay. And then the plants themselves. When you plant a garden, you need to be somewhat aware of what to plant nearby and what not to plant nearby. For instance, peas and onions, they don't like each other. So you don't plant those anywhere near one another. Things like that, companions. And then there are invasive plants, fussy plants, plants that are healthy no matter what you do to them, and how much to plant. How much are you going to get when you plant your garden? Harvest, the timing of a harvest, measuring for bricks, sugar bricks, BRIX. What about the weather? Wind, rain, sun, temperature, humidity. What do you do when the weather is not cooperating? Okay, so that involves your consciousness. And then, of course, there are pests, critters, and disease. What do you do in the face of those? If you don't have healthy soil, you're going to have pests and critters and disease. And if you have healthy everything, you're still going to have critters, unless you put up some mechanical barrier, which you will have to do. And then we have the gardener. That's you, the gardener, the person trying to grow this food. What to do and what not to do, how long things take, how to recover from a week of planting, and so on and so on. So come and take this class. It is an eye-opener. It's organic. We've been organic here on the farm since 1991, I think it was. So long time. And the soil here is amazing. We have gone to great lengths to constantly renew the soil and to remineralize. So all of that you need to know if you're going to grow your own food and you want the food to make you healthy, which you do. And even if you don't eat it all yourself, you want it to make other people healthy if you're going to share it. So this is Organic Gardening 101. Although I've had a few students have said this is organic gardening, in the upper levels, like 403 or whatever, 406. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're going to come out of this class knowing some things that you're not going to get anywhere else. It's just that simple. I grew up in the garden. I've been working in the garden for 78 years now. I've learned a few tricks. I've tried everything. There's a few things that just don't grow in Michigan, but I've pretty much tried everything. Trees, plants, vines, root plants, you name it. So I hope you'll join us for the class. Check the box down below, the descriptions for where to sign up, and come and join us.